that's still on there big time. No! We got the tail lights completely working. My friends, what is going on? We are back. So the other day I was doing a debris removal, or actually I was doing some bobcat work, and I saw this old metal trailer with a bunch of dirt in it. I'll put the pictures right here. A bunch of dirt in it, and it was stuck. And I said, hey guy, what's going on with that trailer? And he goes, well, the guy who borrowed it overloaded it with dirt, of course, and it ended up having to be towed back. So the guy that borrowed it overloaded it with dirt. It came back. The wheel bearing, I think it needs a new axle. So I'm going to take you around. We're going to look at everything that it needs. I'm no perfect repair guy, but I'm what I call a tinker. I have a welder, and I have a few other things that I some stuff with. So I'm going to fix this thing. So the first thing I did was figure out the spindle size and ordered some new hubs. I also ordered a new front coupler, 2-inch. This, it looks like we're going to be able to reutilize because I'm trying to fix it as cheap as possible. It does need all new wiring to the lights, which will be really simple. And then it does look like it has some scarring on the spindle, so I'm taking a risk by reusing it. But hey, it's a free trailer, it's cheap. I paid 50 or 60 bucks for the couplers. Could need some new lights, but most likely just some wiring. And then I'll have an all metal rusted trailer, which I could deliver coolers with during the summer. We're also gonna cut this off. I'm hoping it's sturdy, but we need this out of the way. We'll plasma cut that off. Might not do it today, and we'll cut this off, and it'll be a perfect little trailer for when I need it to do. So we'll spray paint it or paint it, whatever. I really don't care what we do with it. Just make it look a little bit better than this. And like I said, it's free. So, hey, if I got a trailer for 150 bucks and spent an hour or two on it, it's worth it to me. Yeah, let's get going. All right, guys, let me give you the breakdown of what's going on here. So what we're doing is grinding as close as we can to the frame of the trailer, and that's basically breaking the weld. And we have to knock this whole little triangular contraption off so we can weld a new one on. So as we're grinding, it's cleaning off the areas where we need to weld, so that's good. So we're just going to go back and forth until we can, you know, hammer it off. BFH mod. Big effing hammer. And we got one more weld to do inside. It took a little bit longer than I wanted it to, but let's find out what to do. That's not good, dropping that in the rock like that. There's probably some piece of metal somewhere that's still connected, because that's just the name of the game. You gotta grind and grind. Yep, I see it already. Look at here. Well, that's still on there then. Sheesh. Sheesh. You might have to get the plasma cut out here. Oh, that's still on there big time. Guys, it was welded inside here. Look how big that one is, bro. Look how big that one is. Here.
Oh, that's a 15.
Oh my God, bro.
What the f is that?
Bro. Oh my God.
Bro, that's a...
Okay. Just one last cut. Just gonna do it like this. All right, you guys don't know actually how excited and relieved I am for that whole piece to come off. I think that took me like 45 minutes to an hour total and just going back and forth with it. So right now I'm just cleaning up all the welds and we're gonna get ready to slap a new one on and get that thing welded on. All right, guys, I just pulled the coupler out. Oh my. Oh boy. Oh boy, yeah, that fits right on there.
Like a glove?
Oh, yeah, look at that, guys. Goes all the way to the end. Oh, look at that. Looks brand new. Sheesh. How about that? Just gonna have to grind down the edges. Not grind them, but, you know, sand it down a little bit. Yes, sir. We're about done here. We're just gonna clean up the edges right now and get it ready to weld on. You definitely don't want to be inhaling paint, so grind it back an inch or two. Maybe I did like a 1/4 inch, so don't follow what I did, because you don't want to die. All right, y'all, fitment's looking good. Let's go ahead and just grind down the rust on the trailer a little bit. And again, we're getting ready to weld this thing on. All right, this thing here is a Hobart 190. You can get it at Tractor Supply. It's about $900, but yeah, plan on spending about $1,500 total for everything to get a welder. And of course, I didn't record any sound on this video. I don't know how. I had my DJ mic plugged in. Anyhow, so we're going to go and throw on some music because it's going to be dead silent. I don't really have anything other to say other than I'm welding the top holes. I don't know what this is called, but I drilled a couple holes on top so I could weld to the actual frame on top. So we're getting those welded in, and then we're working on the sides as well. So enjoy the music. Actually, I want to talk about something. I've had a lot of people comment in my comments, oh, here we go again, another video with music. You guys need to understand something, that sometimes sound does not work. Sometimes you're recording it in time-lapse mode, and when you record in time-lapse, there's absolutely zero sound. So if you want, it could just be silent, you know.
Oh, yeah!
I think I may have lost your guys' attention already within that short span. So let's go ahead and rock out with our, let's go ahead and rock out right now and enjoy ourselves, enjoy the show, and let's listen to some good music. Let's go. Thank you. Alright guys, this is the start of making it look pretty. Just painted the whole front black and it's looking real good. All we need to add now is the jack. I can feel some scarring on the bottom, so they recommend to get a new axle when this kind of stuff happens, but again, I got it free, so I'm gonna do what I can to utilize it. Scoring under here, this side. All right guys, so what we have here, a new hub kit, okay? Comes with a couple bearings, comes with, wow, some extra caps, I guess. Some races and some cotter pins. Basically the bearings go inside here. The seal goes on the back. And get yourself a little Harbor Freight kit right there, like 15 or 20 bucks, and damn, it works good. Saved me a lot of time and money. And where's the cotter pin? I don't see a cotter pin for that. Man, so what I'm gonna do, get some bearing grease and basically start rubbing it all in here. Make sure you get yourself some good gloves because you're gonna have to rub all that nasty grease inside the bearings. So what I'm doing here is, again, packing them in, just rolling them around in circles, putting as much grease in there as I can. So if you're gonna do this same thing, I recommend you do the same thing. Same thing on the bang bang. All right, guys, so I went ahead and flipped the hub upside down. I'll put that in there. And then on the back of this goes the seal, which we'll lightly tap in with the correct stuff. Which, let's pick the guy that fits. And I want to say 7mm looks good. All right, so right here we got a little rubber mallet. I'm gonna see if I can. It don't like that. It might be too late. Yep. There we go. Got a rubber mallet. I'm just tapping this seal kit in. That's it right there. She's in. So now we'll go ahead and grab the next one and do the same thing on it. Oh. Okay. Okay. I just remember these slapping you. Because just on you. Okay. All I did was, with the camera off, was throw the bearing inside here. We already put the back seal on this, so we're gonna go ahead and just slide her on, see what she does. Look at that, guys. Slid right on. Can you believe that? Guys, I went ahead and slapped it on like I did the first time, so we're gonna go ahead and tighten this nut here until we see the hole. Should have cleaned my wrench, but of course I didn't. There we go, guys. That's it. Now we're just gonna flip these forward. Like so. And bend them over. You know what? Let's pop these on with the bearing kit. Oh, man. No.
New axle on it?
No, actually, I just I grinded down the other side. It's all scarred, so I'm gonna risk it.
Okay, okay.
I grinded it down with the grinder. I cut off the front hitch because that thing was broken.
Yeah.
And I bought a couple hubs. We'll get the hubs on.
This thing was loose here too, I think, on there a little bit, or did he weld it?
What was?
Well, he pulled all that shit off. I didn't. I thought that. Or did you pull it off?
I did. Oh,
okay.
What? This?
This was, yeah. This was loose here.
Oh, it was?
This was loose onto here. Yeah. I don't think maybe it's not anymore. I don't know.
I don't know.
You'll find out
when I drive.
Yeah. You're just gonna haul your lawnmower on it, right?
Lawnmower, yeah. A couple. I got a welder, so if it is loose, I'll just grind it and weld it back.
I had a guy work on this thing across the street from me. Did some welding a couple years ago for me.
And
I don't know what he did to it, but after he worked on it, I don't know, it was just a little bit of difference. It didn't trail as nice as it did before. So I don't know if this needs to be longer or shorter.
That's kind of what I worried about, how it trailed.
Yeah, because
does it do this?
Just a little bit, yeah.
Damn.
Yeah. So does that need to be longer then?
Well,
take care of that, because
I know the weight's off.
It's probably the weight. The way
The
weight
weight's
is.
definitely off on this thing because,
Okay.
I mean, I feel like it flips back really easy. So
Okay.
maybe
Just put a little bit of weight up front and then
maybe,
take care of it.
yeah, we'll see.
I think if you have a lawnmower in there or something in there.
Try to teach other kids how to do this stuff with the GoPro.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So I'm learning that when you put these on, you got to spin it, because if not, it's almost impossible. I was almost going to send it back to Amazon and say it doesn't fit.
Unless they got a greaser. That's nice.
Well, this one actually doesn't. It's just, it's faking you out. It's a little rubber piece that comes out, and I guess you just fill it in with grease. Is how this one works. But look at that, it works. So see this loose right here?
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
That could have been maybe. Doesn't have much side play, but man,
Yeah, tighten those babies down.
this axle does look bent, man. But
Does it really?
yeah, it's maybe, I don't know if that's the way it's shaped, but or formed. That's it, guys, right there.
On the freeway.
Uh-huh.
Rolled it over, and we were driving an Aerostar van, and had a tow truck rolled me back over, and got this thing rolled over, and we freaking headed for California.
Really?
Broken window, and
So this thing's been through the ringer.
yeah, and it really wasn't. It didn't really hurt that thing. I mean, it didn't.
Yeah.
It hurt the van worse.
And it wasn't tracking bad after that, or?
No, it was fine.
Huh.
Then I had this extra stuff made a dump trailer out of it.
Uh-huh.
And you can see where the top was, you know.
Yep. I might cut all that stuff off for fun.
Yeah.
Uh-huh. All this crap right here.
What kind of welder you got?
It's a Hobart.
Oh, Hobart. Okay.
Yeah, Hobart welder.
Yeah.
It's a 190. It built me those gates.
Oh, okay.
So
Cool.
yeah, man, it's
A nice excavator there, man. I like that excavator.
oh man, I love that thing. It's a hoot for sure.
I used to have a backhoe years ago and I had my septic tank. I had a 4-in-1 bucket and a cab. That was when they first came out. I love running cases. I was good on a case, but
Really?
I've never used this new stuff. Yeah, this joystick stuff.
Oh yeah, you were more of a stick.
Yeah. It was, and once you got it down, it was just like playing a piano.
Yeah, no, definitely, man.
And you know what to drag. Well, that thing's probably the same thing once you figure it out, I guess. But
Yeah, it took some time. You know, my old Bobcat I had was stick, and I put hundreds of hours on that, and then I went to joystick, and it was like swimming all over, learning to swim all over again.
well,
you know?
the very first Bobcats were the foot only, I think, and it was a
Really?
pain in the ass. Yeah, when they first came out.
Yep.
Yeah.
Then they went to hand and everything. Yep. That's crazy. Yeah. Cool deal, man.
Well, Tony, I'll let you go back to work, man. Looks like it's
Yeah, I'll get to it. Here, I'll give you the elbow because my hands are all greasy right now. But yeah, I appreciate it, and hopefully I'm able to.
Oh, I think it'll run for you for a while.
Yeah, it should. Look at that. That's some good scarring down here.
Yeah.
But we're gonna make it work. We're gonna make it work. We're gonna. Oh, there it goes. It fits, guys. Let's try. Let's pray for this next one. I am stoked. I'm in it for $88 right now. $88. Yo, what is up, guys? Today is day 2. We went ahead and pulled the trailer back. I did get some cheap rims and tires on it, which we put on. And I did take it for a test drive, and it works pretty darn good. Problem we're having is, yes, we have a bent axle. So this wheel, as you can see, is cambered out. Unfortunately, I'm gonna try and show you guys. Sticking out. So, what that means is, axle has to come out, which isn't hard. Luckily, I purchased a lift when I bought, which I haven't shown you guys yet, a new Lamborghini. So, with that being said, here's my lift. We're gonna be using a plasma cutter today to cut this T off right here. And it's from Harbor Freight. I love it. It was cheap, like $400 or $500. I like to use it on 90 PSI, 80 PSI, and it really just cuts through things. So let's go ahead and cut these things off, and then we'll move on. I do want to make these doors, instead of swinging out come down, and we're gonna use all the old stuff. So I'm gonna cut all that off, and we're gonna end up reusing this stuff. I just don't know how I'm going to get the doors to stay on. I may need some help from a buddy or something like that, but let's just do what we can do. All right, here we go. We got the plasma cutter now. This thing's a ton of fun. Definitely kind of hard to use for the first second time. I've used it a few times, so I have an idea. Anyway, so we got the air compressor on 90 PSI, and we're just cutting off all these corners. I'm not gonna need this T-bar up top. I guess it used to close on top with metal, and it was enclosed, but let's just get this thing cut off. The back's gonna fall down right now, and then, yeah, we'll pull it all off, and then we'll get on the doors. All right. Just a little bit more. Up, down, like Niagara Falls. Let's go ahead and pull that down real quick. Clean it up. Just give me OCD. Right now. Pull it down. Thank you. Never leave any leftover slag. Do the job right. Grind it down. And you don't want to poke yourself in the arm. So we're just going through the trailer, and we're going to grind all this stuff down and make it pretty. Let's go ahead and cut these door hinges off, because remember, we're trying to utilize as much of the trailer as we can, and they're all still in good shape. We're going to cut them all off from the sides, just grind them down one by one, and then we're going to weld them onto the bottom, so the door basically will flap down, so I can drive a lawnmower in there or roll something into the trailer. It's going to work out great, so just continue watching and enjoy. What is up, guys? Today we're gonna work on this trailer a little bit more. We're gonna try and weld these doors together, and we are going to cut that off. Ooh, it could be used as a lock. We're gonna cut this handle off, and I think we're gonna leave these rings on here to help us we go to lift it up, because these doors are heavy as frack. As you can see, guys, this is all just surface rust. Look what happens when we grind it down, back to bare metal. All right, guys, so we welded on, which my camera died, the bottom pieces that I stole from the side, so we're gonna try and put it up here, mock it up. I just tacked everything on, and we're gonna see how they work. So. All right, we've been grinding this trailer down, getting it ready for paint. Couple go. We're just getting the chips off of it, and then we're gonna turbo can it. They sell these turbo cans for $15 at Lowe's, and it sprays in 15-inch sections. So. On the rack, we're going to go ahead and lift it up and work on the wiring, try and bend the axle back with a 2010 jack and put the license plate on, and then we should be good to go. Looks like my axle's a little bent, so I wrapped the chain around the ends. If it don't work, I'll buy a new one. I'm going to use this bottle jack to try and change its life. So we'll see what happens. Pretty straight now. That's what I wanted, so I'm going to do a couple more clicks and then we'll go ahead and let her down and see what she does. So I'll leave it on here. Let me go check the other side. All right, y'all. We got the tail lights completely working. We've got the new Locks installed. Let's go ahead and test it. I went ahead and put these on ghetto right now, but I'm gonna fix that. But it's a lift assist. I ordered these springs on Amazon for $25. Look at that. Bam. It's only a couple of fingers to go back up. Everything works. Let's throw this away. And we're gonna lift it with a couple of fingers. Before I couldn't even really, I mean, you had to use your whole, look at that. Oh my gosh. Wow. This gets in the way, but we'll fix that pretty soon. It's a little funny, but we'll get that fixed, like I said. So push it back, twist that, bam, in, bam. There we go. Free trailer, painted, new electrical, you know, for free. Added the brake, the safety brake, and it's not the best looking trailer in the world, but I'm happy with it. So if you guys like this, don't forget to like and subscribe, support the channel. I know it's not one of my best videos, but hopefully you guys learned a couple of things. So thank you guys for watching, and we'll see you on the next one.